Today we are going to discuss a problem of velocity analysis for a 4-bar linkage. So here the statement is mentioned. So it goes like this. In a 4-bar chain ABCD, okay, we are having a 4-bar linkage ABCD where AB is a fixed link, crank AB. Okay, so AB is a crank which rotates in clockwise direction at an angular velocity of 10 radian per second. So we are given the omega, angular velocity of this crank AB, which is equal to 10 radian per second. Link AB is equal to 60 mm. Okay, so length of links are given. AB is having 60 mm length, BC and CD is having 70 mm length, DA is equal to 120 mm, or you can say AD is equal to 120 mm, which is fixed. It is given over here that the link AD is fixed. When the angle DAB is equal to 60 degree and the points B and D are on one side of the link AD, find the velocity of link BC and CD and also find the angular velocity of links BC and CD. So you are required to find the velocities of other links and also angular velocity of other links. Okay, so to proceed, we have to first draw the linkage on page. Okay, I am showing you in this software, but you have to do it on page. So first we will draw the linkages. We are given the length and given the angle DAB is equal to 60 degree. So we will start drawing the linkages. Okay, first we will draw the fixed link. Okay, and length of fixed link is given as 120 mm. So we will draw the link of length 120 mm. You have to draw it with the help of scale. 120 mm. Position it. Okay, so I have drawn the link. Just a minute. I have drawn the link AD of length 120 mm. You can see that over here. Length is 120 mm. Now we will draw the link AB, that is a crank. So where we can draw the line? One condition is given to us that the angle DAB means angle DA and B is equal to 60 degree. So what we will do, we will first draw an angle of 60 degree. We will first draw the angle of 60 degree. So we can find the point at 60 degree over here. So now what we will do, we will draw a line of length 60 mm at this angle. So to do that, I will first draw a line passing through these points. Okay. You have to draw it in lighter shade. Okay, this is not our main component. Okay. On this line, I have to draw a length of 60 mm. Okay. So let's draw length of 60 mm. 60 mm. We will position this on this line. Okay, so you can see that we have drawn a line of length AB is equal to 60 mm at the angle of 60 degree, which is given condition to us. This is only a reference point, point D dash, so it is not required over here. Now how we can draw other links, because there is no other details are given. So what we will do, we are given the length of these links. Both the links are having 70 mm length. So what we will do, we will make arcs of 70 mm from point B and from point D, and at the intersection of both the arcs we can find point C. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, I am doing it in other way. I am drawing complete circle. I am drawing a circle of radius 70 because we are given the length of links are 70. And another circle, or you can say arc, from point D, again of length 70 mm. Okay, these are not our main components, so I will make it lighter shade. Okay, so now at the intersection of these two arcs, I can find the point C. We can find the point C at the intersection of these two arcs. Okay, so now we will draw the segments BC and CD. Okay, let me hide the names of these links so confusion will be lower. Okay. So let's check if our lengths are correct or not. You have to verify it. We are given the length of link BC is 70 mm. Okay. So it comes out 70. Length of link CD is again 70 mm. Our crank length is 60 mm and length of our fixed link is 120 mm. Okay. Let me reposition these names. Okay, let me hide other stuffs. Let's highlight these things. Easy to read. Okay, so now we have drawn our linkages that is given in the statement. We have to draw a velocity diagram, or we have to find the velocities of these links BC and CD. So among these links, it is given that link AB over here is our crank. So this link AB is rotating, okay, at angular velocity of 10 radian per second. So we have given here angular velocity angular velocity of crank is equal to, is given 10 radian per second. Okay, you need not to worry about this software part. You have to do all these things on paper. So don't get confused that we are required to use software. You do not require to use this software. You have to do all these things on paper with the help of scale and pencil. Okay, so we are given the angular velocity of this link BA is equal to 10 radian per second, and we are given the length of this link AB. So we can easily find the velocity of link BA. So velocity of point B with respect to A, velocity of point B with respect to A is equal to, we know the formula, length of the link multiplied by angular velocity omega of B with respect to A. Okay, we know this relation, that linear velocity is equal to radius of the link multiplied by omega, or you can say length of the link multiplied by omega. So if we calculate this velocity, then length of the link is 60 mm and angular velocity is given to us is 10 radian per second, so which is equal to 690 and unit will be mm per second. Okay, so from this formula we are having the velocity of link AB, or you can say velocity of point B with respect to A, is equal to 600 mm per second. Now I am required to draw this 600 mm per second on this page. So how can I do this? So we have to assume an appropriate scale for that. So let's assume a scale. I am assuming that on my paper 1 mm of a distance will be equivalent to 10 mm per second of velocity. Okay. So I have assumed this scale. You can assume another scale also. You can assume 10 mm is equal to 10 mm per second. But you should keep in mind that this value after conversion from mm per second to mm should fit into your page. Okay. So I have assumed this appropriate scale that 1 mm is equal to 10 mm per second. So let's draw this velocity of link. Okay, so where should I draw the velocity? Okay, on any random point you can start. You can start from point here. You can start from here, from any random point. Okay. First, in every problem, you have to define the velocity of fixed link. Okay, so what will be the velocity of fixed link? Let's first draw a velocity vector for fixed link. Is A. Okay, I have drawn a velocity vector for a fixed link. Okay, so what will be the velocity of point A and point D? It will be 0 because they are fixed. Okay, link AD is fixed, it cannot move. So the body which cannot move, the velocity of that body will be 0. Okay, so if I want to show this velocity vector as 0, then what should I do? Okay. We know that the length of a vector represents its magnitude, and we have found that our velocity of point A and velocity of point D is 0, means magnitude of this vector should be 0. So you can see over here point A and point D will coincide. Okay. This point will overlap each other. So it represents that velocity of point A and velocity of point D is equal to 0 because the magnitude of the vector is 0. Okay, so now we have placed our first point, that is point A and point D in velocity realm. So now we will proceed for velocity of known link. Okay, we know the velocity of link BA is equal to 600 mm per second. Okay, so we will start drawing it. So first, I have explained the concept in my previous lecture that velocity, or you can say linear velocity of any linkage is in the direction perpendicular to it. If I want to find the direction of velocity of this link AB, then this velocity will be perpendicular to the link AB. You can see over here, this line I am showing is perpendicular to link AB. So I will draw this perpendicular line passing from this point AD, A and D. This is a reference line. So I will lighten it. So now I have drawn the line on which my velocity of link AB will be acting. So on this line, how much length of vector I should draw? Okay. So we will draw that vector using this scale. Okay, we have assumed that our scale is 1 mm is equal to 10 mm per second. So if I convert this velocity VBA using this scale, then what will be the length of this vector velocity BA? It will be 60 mm. If on my page 1 mm is equal, represents 10 mm per second, so 600 mm per second will be represented by 60 mm. Okay, so I will draw a line of 60 mm on this reference line. Okay, put over here. Okay, so this is the my length of the vector, that is 60 mm. So now I will represent it as with a vector. Okay, remain the steps. Okay, this is the point B, and this vector is called velocity vector, the velocity of point B with respect to A. You can predict the direction of this vector from the rotation given. Okay, we are given that the rotation of this link is in clockwise direction. So obviously this link AB is going to move downward. Okay, so the direction of velocity vector will be in downward direction. So now I have drawn the known vector. Okay, now let's move ahead for these vectors of link BC and CD. Okay, so we will use the same concept that velocity of any link is perpendicular to the link. Okay, so we are having over here point A, D and point B. So we will draw the velocity of velocity of link BC, which is perpendicular to the link, and we will pass the line to point B, okay, because we are finding the velocity of this link BC, and I know the position of point B on my velocity diagram. So I will pass the line from point B. So this is not our main line, so I will highlight it. Now what will be the length? What length I should draw for velocity BC? That is unknown right now. Okay, we only know the line of action of that velocity. Okay, the velocity BC will be on this line only. Okay, so magnitude is unknown, so we'll move further for another link. Velocity of link CD will be perpendicular to link CD. And from this link CD, we know the position of point D on my velocity diagram. I don't know the position of point C, so I will pass this line from point D. Okay. This is again not my main line. Okay. So now I know the line of action of velocity CD and velocity CB, or you can say BC. So at the intersection of these two lines, I will find the point C. This is the point C. So now I know the location of point C on my velocity diagram. So I will draw the vector. Okay, vector from D to C. And from C to B. Okay, so this completes my velocity diagram. Let's rename this vector. This is velocity of point C with respect to D, and this is the velocity of point B with respect to C. Okay, so this completes our velocity diagram. Mind well, I have drawn this velocity diagram using this scale. Okay, so keep this thing in mind. So now from this diagram I can find the length of this vector CD. So let's do that. So if I find the length of this vector BC, it comes out to be 44.49 mm. Okay, we have drawn this using this scale, which is in mm. Okay, so this 44.49 represents 44.49 mm, and the length of this vector CD is 45.25 mm, and we know the length of this vector, which is 60 mm. Which is 60 mm. We know this length because we have used the scale. Okay, so now from this diagram I have found the length of these vectors, vector DC, vector CB, vector AB. Okay, so I can convert these lengths into velocities using this relation which I have assumed. Okay, we have assumed this scale before starting this problem. Okay, so now I have found the length and I have the scale. So I can go from mm to mm per second. Means I can convert this length into velocity. Okay, so if we find the velocity of link BC, okay, velocity of link BC, let's put over here, velocity of link of BC, velocity of B with respect to C will be equal to, if my 1 mm will represent 10 mm per second, then 45.25 mm will be equal to 45.25 multiplied by 10, which is equal to 452.5 mm per second. Okay, so this is the velocity of link BC. You can say CD, BC, you can say whatever you like. Okay, this is the velocity of link BC. Similarly, I can find the velocity of velocity of link CD. So velocity of link CD, or velocity of C with respect to D, is equal to, length of this vector is 44.49 multiplied by this scale, which is equal to 444.9 mm per second. Okay, so this is the velocity of this link CD. You have to do these things using scale. Okay, you have to measure this length of this vector using scale, and after measurement you have to convert it into mm per second using this scale which we have assumed before starting the problem. Okay, so now we have completed one part of our example. We have found the linear velocities of the link. So now if I want to find the angular velocities of these links, then what should I do? Okay, I know the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. Okay, linear velocity is equal to length of the link multiplied by angular velocity. So if I talk about these two links BC and CD, now I know the velocity, linear velocity of this link BC and link CD, and I know the length of this link BC and CD. So using this relation only, I can find angular velocity of these links. So let's do it. Next. Angular velocity is represented by omega. Omega of link BC, let's first find for it, is equal to, what will be the velocity of BC, linear velocity BC, divided by length of the vector BC, which is equal to our magnitude of velocity BC is 452.5 divided by what is our length of this link BC is 70 mm. Okay. Mind well, you keep in mind this is mm per second and this is in mm. Okay, so mm per second divided by mm will give us radian per second. Okay, so divide by 70, length of this link, which is equal to what will be the magnitude, 452.5 divided by 70 is equal to 6.46. You can see 6.46, and unit will be radian per second. So this will be the value of omega for link BC, angular velocity of link BC. Similarly, we can find the angular velocity of link CD, omega for link CD is equal to velocity, linear velocity of link CD divided by length of this link, which is equal to, what is the magnitude of linear velocity, 444.9 divided by 70. Okay, why 70? Because length of this link CD is again 70. So what will be the answer? 444.9 divided by 70 is equal to 6.35. 6.35 unit will be radian per second. Okay, so this completes our example. These are the answers that we got. Okay, so this is how you can find the velocity of any link, an angular velocity of any link using graphical method.